Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here, bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and doing a redesign for the C1 Ariete. The C1 Ariete is a main battle tank of the Italian army. It was developed as a consortium between Iveco, Fiat, and Otto Merlara. The chassis and engine were produced by Iveco, while the turret and fire control systems were supplied by Otto Merlara. The vehicle carries the latest optical and digital imaging and fire control systems, enabling it to fight day and night and to fire on the move. 6 prototypes were developed by 1988, which were subject to intensive testing the following year, during which the vehicles traveled a combined 16,000 kilometers. Deliveries were first planned for 1993, but in fact took place in 1995 due to delays. Final deliveries occurred 8 years later in August 2002. Currently, there's 200 of these that were built and are currently in service, and the tank is pretty standard when comparing it to other main battle tanks from other nations. 120mm smoothbore gun, and secondary armaments with 7.62mm MGs and an optional AA machine gun that could be a 7.62mm or a 50 cal 12.7, whichever they choose to mount on it. Anyways, it's a really cool tank, and definitely a really interesting one that probably doesn't get a lot of light compared to some of the other main battle tanks out there. I did do a tutorial for this a long time ago, so it has been tutorialed, but it was a very old design, at least a couple years old now. So nice to come back and revisit it and hopefully get a new design out there for you guys to all enjoy. And it's been a very long time since we've done a Italian Modern Warfare vehicle, which I think actually goes back to the C1 Ariete, which was a couple years ago. So anyways, really nice to come back and revisit this country and their main battle tank here, the C1 Ariete. Anyways, going ahead and jumping into it, taking a look at what exactly we'll be building. We'll take a look at the model. So to begin with, we have obviously the main gun here, the 120mm smoothbore gun. This design here does have the upgraded armor package, which just gives it a little bit of extra armor on the turret sides and also the front half on the sides here of the tank. I think it looks really cool with the armor package, so I decided to go ahead and include it. Obviously, you can take it off if you don't want it, so that's the beauty of it. So you can just strip it off and have just your standard kind of C1 Ariete. As far as I know, there really isn't any official designations for the upgraded armor version, so maybe I'll make a correction of that later on if I do figure it out, but as far as I know, it doesn't. Anyways, going ahead and continue on, we have the mounted A gun on top here, the optics, the hatches here for the commander and gunner. We then have smoke grenade dispensers on both sides of the turret, a little rack on the back here for equipment, and the top kind of exhaust there vent for the engine. We also have vents on both sides and just some various detail as well on the back here. And on the sides, you can see just the simple design here with the road wheels, sprocket wheels, and all that fun stuff. And that's pretty much the tank. Anyways, that's it for the overview. Let's go move into the tutorial by beginning our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, moving into our first layer, we're going to go ahead and start off with layer 1. For layer 1 to get started here, we're going to go take some nether brick slabs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 nether brick slabs across, followed by 2 nether brick top slabs coming off these 2 nether brick slabs. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row 2 of green stained clay behind these nether brick stairs here, or slabs here, followed by a stone button on the side of the green stained clay block. To the left, a item frame and a green stained clay block in the item frame like that. And this is going to be over here on the left side. This is going to be the left side of our tracks that we're building to start off with. So just take that into account when we start building. And of course, the tank is going to be facing that direction that way, so you can also take that into account when you start building this. Anyways, continuing on, after these green stained clay blocks, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs, followed by another 2 dark oak wood stairs right behind those stairs. Continuing on, we're going to place down a row of 2 of green stained clay, followed by a item frame, green stained clay block in the item frame, and a stone button on the side there. Continuing on, we're going to place down another 2 dark oak wood stairs across, followed by another 2 stairs back to those stairs like that. Another row 2 of green stained clay across, stone button, item frame, and green stained clay block in the item frame like that. And we're going to do this one more time, so the repeating pattern: 2 dark oak wood stairs, 2 dark oak wood stairs on the backs of those, a row 2 of green stained clay, stone button to the side, item frame, and green stained clay block in the item frame. So something like that over here on the left side, like that. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row 2 of nether brick slabs and a row 2 of nether brick top slabs like that. And once you have that done, that's going to do it here for the left side of the tracks. Now, with that complete, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front. So you can kind of choose here whichever direction you want the front to face, since it's completely symmetrical so far. We're going to have the front obviously facing that direction, so we're going to go ahead and go up to these nether brick slabs here up in the front. We're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab coming off this nether brick slab here. followed by a birchwood top slab and a dark oak wood top slab like that. We then want to go ahead and go to the back section here. And for the back, we're just going to go ahead and go to these dark oak wood, or sorry, nether brick slabs here, and place down a row 3 of dark oak wood top slabs across. So you can see we got the front up there and the back right here, and now all we want to do is just fill them in with rows of dark oak wood going across to fill in the space like this on the bottom here, like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and basically copy the same design we did for the left side of the tracks over here to this side. So I'm going to go and do this a little bit more quickly. If you do fall behind, feel free to pause the video or look to the other side, because it's exactly the same. We're just flipping it over and just copying the design over, really. So we're just going to go ahead and just do this real quickly. And with that all done, you'll have layer 1 complete. You can see we got our road wheels complete, our bottom of our hull, and the tracks all set up and good to go. Anyways, that's going to do it for layer 1. Let's move on to layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we moved on to layer 2. For layer 2, we're going to place down 2 nether brick stairs on top of these 2 nether brick top slabs up here in the front. We then want to go and go in between the stairs, place down a dark oak wood upside down stair on both sides, and a quartz upside down stair in the middle. We're then going to go ahead and go to the front of these nether brick stairs. We're going to place down a sign on both sides here on the fronts, and that's going to do it there for the front there. Going ahead and continue on, we're going to take our green stained clay. We can go and just place down a row of what is going to be 9 all the way across, so it's going to stick out by 1 on both sides. On the block that sticks out by 1, we're going to place down a tripwire hook on the front, or basically the side facing toward the front, and then on the side of the block here, we're going to place down a stone button on both sides. We're going to go ahead and basically repeat this row of 9 a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more times. So let's go and basically place down 6 more rows of 9 of green stained clay going all the way across. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lastly 6. Once that's done, on the sides here, we're going to go and place down a sign after the stone button, sign, stone button, sign, and stone button, so an alternating pattern like that on the side, and we're going to go ahead and go over to the other side and of course do the same thing. So this is an alternating pattern all the way down, just like that. Once that's all done, we're going to go and take green stained clay. We're going to go and place down a total of 3 rows of 7 across, so 1, 2, and 3, so 3 rows of 7, and on the sides here of these rows of 7, we're going to go and place down signs, and same thing over here, just like that. Once that's all done, we're going to go and take our green stained clay, place down a row of 5 across the middle here, followed by a dark oak wood upside down stair on both sides, with the front of the stair facing toward the rear. We then want to go and take our green stained clay blocks, we're going to place down another row of 7 all the way across. We're going to place down a stone button and item frame on the sides of these this row of 7, and we're also going to place down a cobweb in the item frame. Same thing over here, item frame, stone button, and a cobweb like that for the back here, the back sprocket wheels. Continuing on, we're going to go and grab ourselves some nether brick stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 nether brick stairs on top of these 2 nether brick top slabs. In between them, we're going to take green stained clay and place down a row of 3 of green stained clay. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves an item frame and also a red stained glass block. We're going to go to the outside nether brick stair, place down an item frame with red stained glass in the item frame like that. We also want to place down a sign on the nether brick stair along with the item frame, so it kind of covers it up like so. And we also want to place down a sign on the second nether brick stair toward the inside like that. On the very back here, we're going to go and place down a placeholder block on the ground real quick. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the middle green stained clay block, followed by a stone button here on both sides, just like that for the rear. With that all done, that is going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's move on to layer 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we go ahead and move on to layer 3. For layer 3 to get started here, we're going to go and place down a wooden trapdoor on these 2 nether brick stairs here on both sides. Coming off the wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down a item frame on both sides with a glass block in the item frame. Also, coming off the wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down a sign like this on both sides for your front headlights for the tank. Once that's done, we're going to go and grab ourselves some green carpet. We're going to go and place down a green carpet on these 2 nether brick stairs, and then in the middle here, on top of these upside down stairs, we're going to place down a row 3 of black carpet. Once that's done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair, going back from this wooden trapdoor on both sides here, and on the back of the stair, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab. In between these dark oak wood slabs, we're going to place down a row of 3 of wooden trapdoors across. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a zombie head, and on top of this green stained clay block here, we're going to place down a zombie head about a 45-degree angle on both sides like that. Going back, we're going to place down a row of 7 of dark oak wood slabs across the middle, followed by a zombie head on both sides, just like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood stairs, starting on the, which is going to be the right side here of the vehicle. We're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood stairs over, a wooden trapdoor on the top there like that, and then we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 dark oak wood stairs over the side to finish that off. On the sides here of these dark oak wood stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down a mossy cobblestone wall on both sides like that. Once that's done, we're going to take green stained clay. We're going to go ahead and place down a couple rows of 7 here. We're going to place down actually a total of 4 rows of 7 to start off with. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of 7 of green stained clay going all the way across the middle here. And on both ends of the rows, we're going to go and place down mossy cobblestone walls. So we have a row of 5 here along the side, and same thing over here, row of 5 of mossy cobblestone walls. Once that's done, we're going to place down another row of green stained clay going across, and then we're going to place down a zombie head that's going to be coming off these mossy cobblestone walls on the side here. We then want to go and place down another row of 7 green stained clay going across the middle here. We're going to place down a tripwire hook on both ends of this row of 7. We then want to place down another row of 7 of green stained clay going all the way across there. Once that's done, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves some black wool, and we will also need a ladder. When we get to this section here, we're going to place down a row of 5 green stained clay across the middle here, and we're going to go ahead and do this 3 times going back, so we have 3 rows of 5. Then on the end of these rows of 5, we're going to place down a row of 3 of black wool going back on both sides here, and then coming off the side of the black wool blocks, we're going to place down ladders to represent venting on the side of the tank. On the very back here, we're going to start off on the left side. We're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair coming off this black wool block. We then want to place down a row of 2 of green stained clay blocks, and coming off the green stained clay blocks on the side, we're going to place down 2 stone buttons. We then want to place down a dark oak wood stair in the middle with a sign coming off the front of the stair. After that's done, we're going to place down another upside down dark oak wood stair, this time on this side of this stair. And coming off of this stair, we're going to place down a zombie head. We then lastly want to go ahead and grab ourselves some nether brick stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 upside down nether brick stairs over here on the right side. And with that all done, that's going to do it for layer 3. With that, let's move on to layer 4. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We'll be going ahead and move on to layer 4. For layer 4, we're going to start off by going ahead and placing down a row of 3 of green stained clay across the middle here on top of this first row of 7 of green stained clay from the previous row. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood upside down stair. We're going to place it down coming off this green stained clay block, followed by a dark oak wood corner stair upside down coming off both sides of that upside down stair there in the middle. Now coming off the dark oak wood stair in the middle, we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood top slabs. We're going to place down an additional 2 more, so we have a nice row of 4 here. On these 2 dark oak wood top slabs here, we're going to place down signs here on both sides. Once that's done, coming off this dark oak wood top slab here, we're going to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, and 4 dark oak wood top slabs coming off of it like that to create the barrel here of the 120mm. We also want to go ahead and go to this dark oak wood stair here. We're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane on top of it, followed by one more that goes up to the side here. Same thing over here, and this is going to represent the side mirrors. Once that's done, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood stair. We're going to place down an upside down dark oak wood stair coming off both sides of this row of 3 here of green stained clay. And also coming off the front of the stair, we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab on both sides. On the side of this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall out to the side. After that's done, we're going to take our green stained clay, place down 3 rows of 5 of green stained clay going across. So 1, 2, and 3 across. On the sides of these rows of 5 of green stained clay, we're going to place down a row of mossy cobblestone walls, so we've got a nice row of 4 on both sides like that. Going ahead and continue on, we're going to place down another row of 3 of green stained clay across the middle here, dark oak wood upside down stair on both sides. Once that's done there, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green stained clay across, followed by a dark oak wood slab. That's going to be, or 2 dark oak wood slabs that's going to go out to the side here. So 1 and 2 like that on both sides. And then once that's done, we're just going to grab ourselves some dark oak wood stairs, place down 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood stairs, come off these 3 green stained clay blocks. We're then going to place down a zombie head here on both sides, and then a dark oak wood slab again on both sides there. When we get to this point right here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of nether brick slabs across the middle here, followed by a zombie head to both sides, and then a dark oak wood slab again to both sides here. Coming back to this section here, we're going to grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull, place it down in the middle, nether brick stair on, nether brick slab here on both sides. And for the middle block, actually, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some black wool, and underneath the wither skeleton skull here, we actually want to swap that out for some black wool. Then out to the sides here, past these nether brick slabs, we're going to place down a zombie head both sides, and a dark oak wood slab, again on both sides like that, going back. We then want to place down another row of 3 of nether brick slabs across the middle here. Again, a zombie head on both sides, a dark oak wood slab like that on both sides as well. Then on the very back here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs across, followed by a spruce wood slab, again on both sides here, and then a dark oak wood slab on the corners there to go ahead and finish that off. Once you have that all complete, that is going to do it for layer 4. With that, let's move on to layer 5. Moving on to our next layer, we have layer 5. For layer 5, I'm going to start off by going ahead and taking a green carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green carpets on these first 4 dark oak wood top slabs here on the barrel of the gun. We're then going to place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top of the 2 dark oak wood top slabs that have the wooden signs on the sides of them. And then we're going to place down 2 more green carpets after that to finish off the barrel here. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs across, followed by a green carpet on both sides on top of that dark oak wood top slab. We're then going to place down a green stained clay block that goes back, followed by a dark oak wood stair, which is going to be on both sides of this green stained clay block, so dark oak wood stair here on both sides. And on the side of this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab, like that, again out to both sides here. Over here on the left, or on the right side, it's a little bit different. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair that goes back from this stair, turning it into a corner stair. And then coming off the front of this stair here, we're going to place down another dark oak wood stair facing it. That's going to create your kind of first optics box here. And then right behind these stairs here, we're just going to place down a row or 2 of green stained clay. Now in the middle here, we're going to go and just take some green stained clay, place down 1 and 2 to create a nice row of 3 here. And then when we get over here to this side, it's a little bit different. We're just going to place down a row of 2 green stained clay out to the side, and then the second row, so this is a row of 5 green stained clay, you have a row of 3, and you have something that looks like this from up above. Also to the sides here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a zombie head. We're going to place down a zombie head on top of these 2 mossy cobblestone walls. So just like this, and same thing over here, 2 zombie heads. After those zombie heads are in place, we're going to go ahead and continue on by taking our green stained clay, placing down another row of 5 across. We're then going to go ahead and grab ourselves some mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on the sides here, and 1 and 2 on the sides like that. Continuing on, we're going to take green hardened stained clay. We're going to place down another row of 5 across like this. We're then going to follow it up by placing down a second row of 5. So basically this is going to be our 4th row of 5 here for the turret. On this row right here, we're going to go to both sides here. We're going to place down a nether brick slab, and then coming off the nether brick slab on the side here and also toward the front, we're going to place down some wither skeleton skulls for the smoke grenade dispensers. Going ahead and continue on, we're going to place down another row of 5 green stained clay across. On both sides here, we're going to place down a ladder on both ends of the row of 5. When we get back here to this section, we're going to go and grab ourselves a green stained clay block. We're going to place it down over here on the right side, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall coming off of it to the side. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some wooden trapdoors. We're going to place down 1 and 2 wooden trapdoors over. And then once that's done, we're going to place down 2 smooth sandstone blocks like this, followed by another mossy cobblestone wall to the side there. Now for the back section here, coming off these 2 smooth sandstone blocks, we're going to place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls. Coming off this green stained clay block and this first wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls as well. And then lastly, we're just going to go take a sign and place it down coming off this wooden trapdoor there in the center. Once that's all done there, that's going to do it for layer 5. With that, we'll move on to our last final layers, which are going to consist of basically layers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to put the top radio antenna on and all the little additional details and stuff like that. So with that, let's move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to our last final layers, we have layers 6 through 10. For these layers to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a green stained clay block on top of this one right here. This is going to be over here on the right side. Coming off the front of the green stained clay block, we're going to place down a item frame, which is going to have a black stained glass block in it like this for a little optics instrument, and then also a sign over here to the right side. We also want to go and grab ourselves some green carpet. We're going to go and place down a row of 2 green carpet on these 2 dark oak with stairs there to create another kind of optics little box or viewport here for the gunner, and obviously for aiming the gun and all that stuff. Once that's done, we're going to go and grab ourselves some stone buttons. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on these 2 green snakewave blocks right here. We're then going to go ahead and go back to this green snakewave block here. We're going to go ahead and kind of go over at an angle toward the middle. We're going to place down a spruce wood slab like this. We're going to place down a zombie head on the green snakewave blocks going all the way around this spruce wood slab. So you get something that kind of looks like this for the hatch here to the right side. We're then going to go ahead and do the same thing just over here to the left. So coming off this zombie head, we're going to place down a spruce wood slab. And again, like we did before, we're just going to go ahead and put some zombie heads all the way around it to kind of make the hatch here. We also want to go ahead and make the mount here for our machine gun that's going to go on top. So we're going to go ahead and just place down a dark oak fence post right here on the left hatch on this green snakewave block right now, just to mark it, and we're going to come back to that in a second. Anyways, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood fence post right here on this green snakewave block. We then want to skip a space over in the middle, place down there dark oak wood fence post, and on top of this fence post, we're going to place down a zombie head like that. Now, once that's done, we're going to go and grab ourselves an end rod, and on both sides of this dark oak wood fence post in the middle here, we're going to place down an end rod to both sides. We then want to go and grab ourselves some stone buttons. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 along the side here, and a stone button over here to the left side, like that. Also, we're going to go and grab some stone pressure plates, place down a row of 3 on these 3 green snakewave blocks across the back here. And we're also going to go and grab ourselves some stone slabs, or sandstone slabs, and place them down on top of these smooth sandstone blocks. One last things before we get into the gun mount on top here is we're going to go and take some iron bars. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron bars going up from this dark oak fence post here on the left side, and also we're going to go and grab ourselves a zombie head and place it down on top of this green snakewave block right here, again for the optics box. Once that's done, it's time for us to now move on to our A mounted machine gun. So for this, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves some dark oak wood, a dark oak wood fence gate, some signs, a anvil. We're going to need a nether brick stair, a zombie head, some banners, some wooden trap doors, and a redstone repeater and a end rod. So for this, on top of the the dark oak wood fence post, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair. Coming off the back of the stair, we're going to place down an anvil, and then coming off the back of the anvil, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate opened up toward the anvil like so. Now, once that's done there, we then want to go ahead and work our way toward the front. So on the right side here of this nether brick stair, we're going to place down a zombie head. Over here to the other side, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood top slab on the side here of the stair. We then want to take signs, and we're going to go and take signs and wrap it around this dark oak wood top slab on top of the redstone, or the nether brick upside down stair. We're going to place down a redstone repeater with its notches going all the way forward, and then coming off the nether brick stair, we're going to place down 2 end rods going forward there for the barrel of the machine gun. We then want to place down a wooden trapdoor on top of this zombie head, and also on top of this dark oak wood slab. We then just want to go ahead and go to both these wooden trapdoors, and we're going to place down a green banner like that to make the kind of armor plating to protect the gunner. And that right there, guys, is going to do it for my redesign for the C1 Ariete. Hope you guys did enjoy this redesign for it. Definitely a much needed redesign for it, and nice to come back and revisit my Italian Modern Warfare line, which definitely is in need of some more vehicles. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This being thing from a silent build to my channel or this video. If this does appear on any social media sites, just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask from doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting these tutorials. So as long as you guys are give me credit for it, you're free to use my designs for whatever projects you guys are working on. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett204, and I'll see you guys next time.